John Nash right after his initial injury on March 31st. A series of photos regarding Mr. Nash's arm. 2. April 1st. Is approximately 4 weeks.
We have visual progress. We do have mobility in the hand. That is crucial.
This date today is the 8th of May.
John Nash, approximately 2 weeks after that last shot you just saw.
The doctors said my skin graft wasn't taking. We had some infection. If it wasn't for the Acuscope and the Myopulse together, looked like I was going to have to get another skin graft. But with this miraculous instrument, I am healed.
This injury that could have taken 3 to 6 months is completely well in 6 weeks.
Next hour on News 4 at 5, Dick Allgaier shows us a high-tech device that helps heal painful injuries. Well, Dick Allgaier joins us now with the health report and a story about a device that's said to relieve pain and heal injuries, and it uses something in between ancient Chinese pressure points and high-tech electronics. Sounds interesting.
That's right, Keoki, electrical impulses. Now, sports figures have been using this machine for quite some time. Many give glowing endorsements. Now it's being used by the general public more and more. This is the Electro-Acuscope Myopulse machine. Proponents claim it relieves chronic pain and treats injured muscles, tendons, and ligaments. This man is having his injured wrist treated at the Balanced Body Center, which is located next to Tony Roma's in KAHALA. The Electro-Acuscope uses an electrical microcurrent. It's something in between acupuncture and space-age electronic technology.
If you think of every cell in your body as a little tiny battery, a damaged cell doesn't have the same resonating frequency as a normal healthy cell. So what these computers are able to do are send out a corrective signal to that damaged low-energy cell until it resonates normally.
It's been used by sports figures for years. Terry Bradshaw swears it helped him. So does Joe Montana and golfing great Jack Nicklaus. He was treated for the tendinitis in his wrist and elbow.
I've gotten tremendous results from both of them.
John Thorp is a stuntman who has a smashed leg. He was told he'd never work again. He absolutely swears by the Acuscope Myopulse. His ruined leg now functions, and he's still doing stunts, most recently hang gliding for the Birds of Paradise.
These are input-output devices. They read and scan your body's conductivity, then send out a corrective signal until that area is normalized.
I'm usually pretty skeptical of things like this. Most of what I talk about on the health report, I try to make it come from medical doctors, accepted Western medicine. Now, the people who run the center have a number of letters that they showed me today. I looked at them, written endorsements from medical doctors, and they were affiliated with Castle Medical Center.
Pictures of a wound that would demonstrate kind of the expedited ability of the healing process that this instrument is able to do. This venous stasis ulcer. This ulcer here was a 1-year-old ulcer. Had 2 skin grafts, hydrotherapy, medications were all unsuccessful. And in 8 weeks, with the use of this instrument, this wound, that's in the 6-week period, and our final photo down here is with the wound completely healed. So what Western medicine attempted in almost a year time, in 8 weeks, we had it completely healed.
Chiropractor Barry Nutter is treating a knee injury with the Electro-Acuscope. Treating professional surfer Sonny Garcia for a sports injury.
I think I tore some ligaments in my knee. During the Billabong contest, I just did something that usually you wouldn't do. With this treatment, I've been fine.
Thorp is a stuntman. In 1986, he seriously shattered a leg bone.
The doctor said it looked like Humpty Dumpty. The bones had jammed through, and so they had to put pins and screws in order to get the leg back together again. From the date of my injury, I was able to run my first triathlon.
Acuscope was first thrust into the limelight in this area by Terry Bradshaw, who used the machine to put his damaged elbow back in the game.
Takes away the pain almost immediately. I mean, it really is good on pain. And so now I started the Acuscope. I've had 4 treatments as of this date, and I threw today with no pain, 0, no pain at all.
I had this tendonitis, particularly the one I had in my elbow. I had that thing for about a year and a half, and I finally said, Paul, I'm going crazy with this thing. And he said, well, let me try it. He says, I think I can get rid of it in 2 or 3 treatments. He says, this and some exercises. He put me on the 2 of them, and I was gone in a week. I've gotten tremendous results from both of them.
Could you be more specific on the results? What has it done for you?
Stopped hurting. Going to doctors and chiropractors and different kinds of physiotherapists for years on different kinds of things, and trying to keep my body in a normal state, normal condition. And this really all it does is normalize your condition of the area that's sore and allows it to heal. And I think that's all really medicine really is and practical medicine. And what I'm interested in from a game of golf is to be able to put my body back in the position it should be, or in a normal situation to where it gives itself a chance to heal on its own. And that's really what I found is the great usage of these machines.
Fortunately, thanks to Bernie Dorman, I went to an IBI seminar and I met this guy called John Thorp. His focus to me was he relieved my beautiful wife's pain. I would do anything for the guy. It not only relieved the pain, but it dissolved the scar tissue, something no other therapy could do.
He told me about a man named John Thorp and this wonderful treatment, and I said, okay, I'll give him a call. My first x-ray showed an actual opening between the bone. What was to have been in a cast for 6 weeks and then recovery and all that, I was healed in 3 weeks.
Sitting in a box with the top was a little too low for my neck, just for a long time. And it's over, so thanks to this wonderful instrument.
People are saying, Gary, you're going into cancer, malignant, congenital, and you're so up. And I said, yeah, I'm going to be all right. Thanks to Electro-Acuscope, John Thorp.
From the weekend warrior to the professional gets injured. One method of rehabilitation, electrical. Dave Vinton plugs in with the details.
A polo player, just like any other athlete, is most comfortable on the field of competition. The worst feeling is being sidelined by an injury.
I separated the cartilage from my rib cage, and it was a freak accident, and I had to get off the horse immediately. Or rather, I had to be dragged off the horse.
Initially, his doctor said that he would be out of action for 6 to 8 weeks. To cut down that time, John Thorp convinced him to give Electro-Acuscope and Myopulse therapy a try.
So it's kind of like a microwave effect of healing, speeding the body's process up as the body begins to heal from the inside as well as the outside.
This is accomplished by applying low-voltage microcurrents to the damaged area, in a way jump-starting the healing process.
So if you think of every cell in your body as a little battery, a damaged cell doesn't have the same frequency as a normal healthy cell. So what these instruments are able to do are just normalize that cellular conductance so the body can heal on its own in a very accelerated manner.
And I'm sure a lot of you are wondering if you feel anything when the probes are on you. Well, let me tell you, you don't feel a thing.
40% of my body was burnt, 2nd and 3rd degree. And after about 7 or 8 months in healing, got this scar all over my body. It's about 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch thick, and it's really stiff and sore. And started going about maybe 3 months ago. And I guess my hand has been softening up and the rest of my body. And I hope I can continue to get better. And, well, thanks to the workers at Body Balance.